Yo, what's up people? So recently my reels and my YouTube short has been flooded with something that is called Italian brain rot.
Trallallero trallallà, porco Dio e porco Allah.
However, my favorite or the best character out of all of them is definitely
Bombardiro crocodilo. Un fottuto alligatore.
So that got me wondering, who is the Bombardiro Crocodilo of Anime Vanguard, aka the GOAT of Anime Vanguard? So there are a few contenders, okay? The first one is Alucard. So Alucard is the best unit since the game released for some time. However, as 4.5, I don't think he is the best unit in the game anymore. However, he's still very good, right? In terms of support, however, his damage fell off pretty hard compared to any other unit, right? And then there is another one of the unit, which is also one of my favorite unit, which is Yhwach, right? He can support and do DPS, okay? So yeah, he is a very good unit. I would say he's definitely top 3 unit in this game. And there's also Saber. However, I'm not the biggest Saber stan. I know that she's very good, but I think at most she is a top 5 unit in this game, not really a top 3 for me personally. However, I can see she being a top 3 or being interchangeable within the top 5 or top 3, right? So now the best unit in the game, in my opinion, is Sung Jin-Woo and Yhwach, okay? These two are absolutely insane of a unit, okay? They are, in my opinion, the best unit in the game. Their DPS is off the chart. His ability is completely busted. You have this attack move, you have this summon, which are great for early defense. Like you can use bear for early defense.
O cholera, czy to Freddy Fazbear?
You can use Beru for mid-game defense, and then you can use a Rise ability on auto when you're playing in infinite mode. Okay, that is completely broken. And then he has so many self-buff. He has so many, things going around him. So that is why, in my opinion, he is the best unit in the game. We are going to build a team around Sung Jin-Woo and Yhwach because that is our established best unit in the game, or the Bombardiro Crocodilo of Anime Vanguard. Damn, what am I even saying? So yeah, this is the team I'll be running. So the premise of this team is around summoning, right? So this is a team that I have been, wanting to use for a very long time. I've said it before. I wanted to showcase it to you. I've already used it. I just want to show you, right? Yeah, we're going to be running Sung Jin-Woo. We're going to be running Yamamoto. Both of them are our main summoners. So I'm taking Yhwach here for the 15% damage buff. Well, if you ask me why don't I use Subaru for 20% damage buff, it is because of the next unit, Gazelle. Gazelle, he is the only summoning support in this game, I think. So yeah, he can buff any summon max HP by 1% for every summon on tracks, up to 50%. Absolutely crazy, absolutely insane. And if you don't know, Gazelle is also 9 summon, and you have an ability is that the more unit in the range, the more damage she get, the more range she get, which is completely broken. So that is why I'm using him over Subaru. So yeah, let's not waste any more time and get into the gameplay. Alright guys, as per usual, let's try Rift. So the beginning is probably the same, like always, just place farm. And then on wave 2, maybe wave 2, wave 3, maybe I'm looking to put Yamamoto here. And one more thing about Sung Jin-Woo placement is that if you place him here, well, technically it is good, but your unit will be spawning back there. So I don't think that's what I'm going to be doing. So instead, I'm going to put Sung Jin-Woo like over here, so that his shadow can summon like over right about here. So I think that is a lot better. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I completely forgot to think about it, but if I place Yhwach here, it will not reach my Sung Jin-Woo, so I really need to place one here. Maybe I'll place another one here. And then Gazelle. The problem with Gazelle is that she spawned too much, and that could lag my PC for a bit. So what I'm going to do is, well, first let's do this, and then I'll be summoning Gazelle like over here. Maybe one here. Maybe one, so I can ramp up the passive like here. The up to 50%. I think it's pretty hard to do with only Yamamoto and Sung Jin-Woo. Oh yeah, just help it a little bit. Dude, I hate the fact that like you have to click so many times to like navigate all this. You have to click on Sung Jin-Woo, click on this, click on that, and then select. And if it's Beru, it's worse because you have to scroll every single time. That is a little bit annoying in my opinion, but still, he's a very good unit. The rest is just up to you, like how fast you can click. So with Rift, something like this, there you also have attack. I think people, from what I've read, they said duo do the most amount of damage. So I'm going to be saving the duo for Yhwach last boss. Well, we do have Lucy also, so that's pretty good. So maybe at wave, I don't know, 19, I'll probably stop summoning all of these summoned all together. There's Beru. My Beru is doing 1.3 million damage. Absolutely crazy. Okay, you know, I'm kind of lazy to do this now, so I'm just going to enable Arise. It should be good enough. And as you can see, the tip that I showed you is that you want to place them back here so they spawn like right in front of their base. So as you can see here, like the wave is clearing so fast. And each of these are doing like respectable amount of damage. Like look at that, 40k, 40k, 100k, absolutely insane. Wait, since my Yamamoto is max, let's check what is my Yamamoto summon. Okay, you know, as you can see there, you can see like plus 3,000 or plus 30,000. That is Gazelle passive. Okay, so yeah, if you cannot notice it, that is Gazelle passive. It's usually like less than 100,000. So yeah, it's pretty neat. However, one thing that I'm not very sure of is that what if I max a Gazelle, right? You guys remember it was around 100,000, right? So let's see again. Still same, right? Same? Can I see? Yeah, it's still 100,000. So Gazelle you can just place and forget about it. It will buff your unit for you. So okay, here is another mechanic. Ash Fallen. Ash Fallen. Okay, this should be support and then DPS. Here's DPS. Okay, that is also DPS. Okay, so for Yhwach, you want all three of them to be in DPS form, and then you want to put one in support form. In that way, it will negate the minus 30%, if you know what I mean. And then if you look at here, like right, like you can see there's also a buff. Okay, oops, I forgot to do this. No, but it's okay. I think we got it anyway, right? Oh my god, how many, dude? You know, it's kind of annoying that like other people, Sung Jin-Woo and Igris, pop up on your screen as well. It's kind of annoying, to be honest. Let's go. Okay, let's see the damage. Oh, do the most damage. Okay. Well, I mean, damn. So yeah, let's look at, dude, 50,000 DPS is crazy, man. Like, what even is that? 300,000 damage, dude. Total damage 340. Only 100, but yeah, it's kind of my fault to not put it like in front over here. And the rest, yeah, respectable amount of damage. Yeah, so that was insane. You know, I like this team so much. Let's try to go to infinite with this team. And last time, my last video, I did it in Underground Church. So I'll be doing it in Underground Church as well. Alright guys, so since we're doing infinite, I will be taking out my farm and I have to replace 2 unit. Okay, so the first unit I think is pretty simple. It is Alucard. So since this is like a summoner team, Alucard is also like a summoner in himself because of his ability, and he's also great at supporting. So yeah, he's definitely a must. However, the last one is a little bit of a problem because I'm thinking maybe I can take Subaru, but if I take Subaru, my team will be like all buff and no CC. So maybe for the last one, it is going to be S-Death. And talking about S-Death, in my last video where I used S-Death in, you know, the new Underground Church, and S-Death didn't freeze because there's like this bug with Saber Altar. Like if the unit is in the circle, that enemy will not be able to get CC'd or something like that. So yeah, I find that a little bit weird. So yeah, let's start off with, let's put him somewhere there. Oh, and also I think they changed how infinite works. So they say that the scaling has been increased like significantly because if you're doing infinite leaderboard, you have to sit here for like, you know, 6-7 hours. Well, you won't sit here, but you know, there is risk in everything. So I think, yeah, it is quite smart to increase the scaling that high, but I hope that the gem will go higher as well, you know. So yeah, let's hope for that. Just going to do this, summon. Is Sung Jin-Woo here good? Like, well, we'll figure that out later. So I think with Yhwach, I'm going to place him like here. He got range, dude. Yeah, and then one support. One support is probably like here. Okay, and then Alucard. Alucard got solar, so over here. Over here, so it hit the base. And then over here. Cool. Then what else? Gazelle. Gazelle can be anywhere. I'll probably place Gazelle like over here because I do not want Gazelle spawn to be that much. I don't want too much of them. So yeah, and then I'm going to place S-Death over here, maybe. Oh, I should place where this Alucard is. Like, let's see. Oh, that's perfect, dude. Perfect. Oh wait, there's also this, right? Affection. Oh dude, I definitely want to have affection on Yamamoto, but yeah, it's a bit weird, but yeah, you get the point. No, not that. Yeah, that. Cool. And then Sung Jin-Woo and Egress. You are going here, probably. Okay. Yeah, and then you here. Nope, not that. No, not that. Not that. Not that. Wait, do you just keep doing this? God damn, dude. Wait, are you supposed to do this? Finally. Is that it? Yeah, I think so. And then this one, I want it on Yhwach actually. Perfect. Okay, so that will be it. Let's upgrade Yamamoto first because Yamamoto has flat scaling. He doesn't have the same scaling as Sung Jin-Woo where he can, you know, basically just, what do you call it? Like, he scaled with enemy HP, Sung Jin-Woo scaled with enemy HP, making him very meta for infinite. Okay? However, Yamamoto scaled with his own attack. That doesn't make him, you know, like, not meta or not meta infinite. I think he's still meta infinite and is a must bring. However, I think in terms of, you know, this Sung Jin-Woo is so much better compared to Yamamoto alone. So yeah. So yeah, overall, I think this team is looking pretty solid. Alright guys, we are on wave 33. So I think I hit something that is called average summoner experience. just check this out. Oh my god, dude. Holy. So yeah, one thing about Sung Jin-Woo in Infinite, Deadeye is actually a lot better than Monarch in terms of Infinite because one, your shadow crit, and then two, since it's HP scaling, Monarch doesn't really matters, right? Because the only thing that matters is the amount of summon that you can summon. So for Infinite, I think Deadeye is a lot better than Monarch. However, in general, Monarch is better because you know, you can place and then you can summon a bear that has like more HP than the wave 10 boss. So yeah, Monarch would be the best for general usage, and Deadeye is the best for Infinite. And like I said again, Deadeye is because his summon can crit and it's not ethereal. Deadeye is better than ethereal. Okay, so yeah, that's the thing about summoning. And Yamamoto best is Monarch because the scaling is based on attack, meaning Monarch is still the best on Yamamoto. So yeah, however, since the summon can crit, these, I think the Turbo Granny Familiar would be the best for Sung Jin-Woo. And the Beru Familiar, in my opinion, is pretty bad. Okay, because especially in Infinite, like I think it take away your summon, like completely kills it, and just increase a little bit of damage for you, which sucks in my opinion. Okay, so yeah, however, I don't really understand the familiar that much, so if you guys do, you know, please share it with us. Okay, so yeah, same thing. And then Yamamoto, I'm using Pashiru. Pashiru is actually very good, especially on the map that you know, the enemy can stunt you or CC you, like Sand Village or Underground Church with Lancer. Yeah, those will, you know, CC you and then it will give you extra attack. And also this give increased fire damage by 4.3%. Pretty insane. Oh my god, the bosses died. I didn't realize. Okay, that was crazy. Okay, so yeah, for the most part, everything is max. I think we are going to start to struggle at wave 110 probably. Alright, wave 100 boss. This thing gave us quite the hard time last time. So yeah, let's see how this change. So yeah, is death abilities working now compared to the last time it was not working? Okay. Damn, dude, she's melting. She's melting, dude. Look at that. That's crazy. So last time I remember we had to sell and then replace it like over here. And now she didn't even get past here. Oh my god, guys. Wave 110 boss has 42 million HP. Dude, that's crazy. I have no idea how far I can go with this. Because I did remember that 160, the Lilia from last time, health was like 20 million over shield plus another 20 million HP. So yeah, this is a little bit easier than that. But yeah, dude, at wave 110, this is crazy. We'll try to go for like highest as possible. I think we can maybe push 140, like we can beat 130 boss or something like that. So yeah, let's hope for that. Okay, wave 120 boss, 55 million HP. And you know, these smaller mobs are getting a lot stronger now. Well, if you all don't understand why the boss health is this high, it is because of the new infinite mechanic that they implemented. They said that beyond wave 100, the scaling of the enemy will go through the roof. Because they don't want the infinite leaderboard to be like, you know, 5 to 6 hours of sitting there and just doing infinite. So yeah, they increased the scaling by a lot. So yeah, that's basically what happened and why the bosses and all these enemy are so hard to kill beyond wave 100 now. All right, guys, wave 130. So I think this might be it, guys. Why? Because Hercules, how he works is that he has 2 health bar. He has this health bar, and then he will have another health bar, which is crazy. Like, he has like basically 120 million HP. So I don't think I will be able to beat that, honestly. So yeah, we'll see how far I can go. Hopefully I can push with freeze and stalling. Hopefully 140 or maybe 150 if I'm lucky. So yeah, let's hope and let's keep pushing for that. Okay, this is his second phase. I don't know if all this summon is going to be able to kill him. I don't think so, but hope for the best. No, didn't freeze. Wait, is this like only once per enemy? I don't know. What? Alright, dude. Yeah, this is probably the end for us. He's not freezing anymore. Okay, please, 137 at least. It's wave skip. Holy, dude. Oh, dude. GG's, guys. 1 hour and 18 minutes. Dude, it's crazy. Let's check how our unit damage are. So first, Sung Jin-Woo did 10 billion damage. Very nice. And then Yamamoto did 8.2 billion. I expected him to do more, honestly, because he has full AoE and burn. So that's kind of disappointing, to be honest. But, well, that's that. Wait, why is he doing so? Oh, because the buff all ran out already. I see. And then you have Yhwach. They both do 4. Let's say around 4.5, right? And then this one, yeah, let's just put it at 4.5. We did 9.5, something like that. So yeah, a lot more than Yamamoto. Okay, so that was Yhwach. All of them did amazing amount of damage. And like I said before, if I have something like Deadeye or Ethereal or even Solar, I could push even harder and probably kill the boss. Because I have Monarch, the amount of Arise shadows is quite limited. So yeah, a little bit disappointing. So yeah, let's go back to lobby. Okay, guys, so before anything, oh my god, Saber Banner, no way. Okay, that's like, dude, seeing the Northern Light, no way, dude. And then, okay, let's check my leaderboard standing. So that should be Underground Church. Top 261. 261, that's crazy, dude. We were at 136, I believe. So, I'm not even in the top 100, dude. Dude, they're all so good. 149. No way. How did they kill Hercules? So, oh, dude. Yeah, I think it's a Sung Jin-Woo Monarch diff. Yeah, they got something else better. So yeah, alright guys, so yeah, that would be it for this video. If you have made it this far, thank you all so much for watching, and please consider liking and subscribing, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.